Hi, my name is Whitney Fleming, and I'm here to talk to you about why we should lower the gambling age from 21 to 18. Why is it that we are able to fight, we are able to vote in this country, but we're not allowed to gamble? What first started to pique my interest about this subject was a movie that I watched called 21. It's with Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey was a teacher at a college. He had a group of math students who he taught these students how to count cards when playing poker. Before he could take them into the casinos to play poker, he taught the student code words for each number. Each number had a code word. When they would go out to the casinos, one student would go to the table and start gambling and would count the cards. Another student would pretend they didn't know the person, and then the first person that was there would say the code word in a sentence so the other person who just got there would know what the count was and how much to gamble. I wanted to learn that I wanted to go gamble now after I watched that movie. But because I was 18, I wasn't able to gamble in a casino because I was not 21. Another thing is the World Series of Poker. It's a TV show that's becoming very popular. It's where champions decide that they are going to have these tournaments of poker and win a lot of money against one another. No gambling has caused online gambling, where 18 to 20-year-olds go into these sites and they decide that they're going to gamble. But before they have to register to do this. So one, they have to fake their age. They have to say that they're 21. Two, they have to use a credit card because they take out real money. And most of the time, they don't use their own. So by taking someone else's, they're stealing someone else's credit card, which could become a big problem. By letting them into a casino, this wouldn't happen because they could use their own money. Another thing is private gambling clubs. Private gambling clubs are caused because teens can't go into a casino. So they have these clubs where they interact with one another and gamble against each other. And people will talk about it, and the authorities will find out, and then people get in trouble because these clubs are started. Crime is a cause of both of these. And if the gambling age was lowered from 21 to 18, this wouldn't happen. You wouldn't have the private gambling clubs. And when people would go online to gamble, they wouldn't have to fake their age. These problems could either be prevented or solved. Gambling helps teach youth responsibility. They learn how to handle money and money situations. In Florida, they're debating right now on whether to lower their age from 21 to 18. They've decided that they might let 18 to 20-year-olds gamble but only do horse betting and poker, which is a good thing because they first learn the basics of gambling, so when they get into the higher gambling, they don't spend as much money. So by only doing selective gambling, even though they have to wait for the roulette and the slots and the other games, they know better because they'll be able to handle their money. Two, Ohio is starting to build new casinos. And in these casinos, the law is that you have to be 21. By lowering the age, these casinos that are being built will bring in more money to the economy because one, these casinos are providing jobs, and two, when 18 to 20-year-olds can gamble, it's somewhere for them to go, and they're able to have a good time. And it keeps the job cycle going in Ohio. Another thing that you can do is when they go into a casino, they can have wristbands like they do in clubs. By having a wristband on, people at the casino will know that, oh, this person's not 21, so they can only do certain machines. Or have a certain room that 18 to 20-year-olds can go into without having having them to have their own casinos. Results of not lowering the gambling age. I know the government's trying to protect the youth and all, but it'll start causing rebelling because we'll want to rebel because we want to gamble. Another thing is that there's 14 out of 50 states that allow gambling for 18-year-olds. And the states that don't allow 18-year-olds to gamble will cause these kids to go into the other states, and the state that they're from will be losing money because this other state will be getting the money. Third, we're losing money to other nations because other nations are allowing 18 to 20-year-olds to gamble when some states here in the U.S. are not. Another thing is Canada. Canada allows 18 to 20-year-olds to gamble, but some of the U.S. does not, so we're losing money to Canada as well. Another thing that I saw when I was researching was that other countries have a minimum age for almost everything, whether it's drinking or gambling or anything, there's a minimum age, which I think is a good idea. So why can't the U.S. get together and have one set age and not so many other ages? What we can do is have college campuses have classes for the rights of gambling the right way. Another thing is you can write letters to your Congress about the issue and see if they will help with fighting and lowering of the gambling age. You can start a petition, having people sign the petition saying and stating your claim that, lowering the gambling age is a good thing, and explain to them why and see if they'll sign your petition. Another thing is that this helps the recession that we're in because the more people that they allow in the casinos, the more jobs that it will provide for people as well. And if they do allow 18-year-olds to start gambling casinos, a wristband is a very good idea because they can be marked, they can't drink alcohol, it's a very simple thing. Or they can have certain rooms that they can go in that they are allowed to gamble in. But, gambling is very fun and exciting, and I can't wait till I'm 21 so I can go have some fun. But, lowering the gambling age would be a very good idea because it helps the economy overall. Thank you.